Hello, and thanks for joining me for episode number 52 of the 1-5. As always, I'm your podcast hostess, Trisha Lewis, and in this weekly podcast, I hope to bring you some great EdTech tools, tips, and tricks. In this week's episode, I will be talking about Proloquo2Go. Proloquo2Go is a communication app for people who have difficulty speaking. It turns an iPad or an iPhone into an augmentative alternative communication device, also known as an AAC device. Proloquo2Go uses an adaptable, multi-size grid format to present images and words on buttons. Students can choose from single words or combine words to make detailed sentences. Proloquo2Go can help students grow in communication and emotional identification. It can reduce frustration in the classroom, improve social interaction between students and with adults, and help many speech-limited students increase academic skills. Proloquo2Go is easy to edit. You can change the location of vocabulary to fit your needs, add or delete words, and move words that are more frequently used to more primary pages, and less frequently used words to secondary pages. Proloquo2Go is available as both a free and premium version. You can try the free version for 1 month, and after that trial period ends, payment will be charged to your Apple ID. It is available for iPhone and iPad for $249.99 and for Mac for $124.99. I know this seems very expensive, but I've experienced firsthand watching children that do not have verbal skills be able to communicate very quickly and easily with Proloquo2Go. The district in which I work has purchased multiple copies of this app for teachers and students to be able to communicate with each other. It has been a lifesaver. Studies show that just 200 to 400 words make up 80% of what we say, and these are known as core words. If you want to sample core word boards from Proloquo2Go, you can access the show notes for this podcast, and there's a link to download free PDFs with core words that can be laminated and used with students of all verbal abilities. If you are looking for a way to help a nonverbal child or a child with low verbal skills in your school to be able to communicate, I encourage you to give Proloquo2Go a try. You will experience for yourself what an amazing communication app Proloquo2Go truly is. Do you want to learn more about EdTech in your learning environment? Check out my website, trishalewis.com. There you can explore my resources, subscribe to my weekly email newsletter, and contact me. Don't want to miss any episodes in the future? Be sure to go to your favorite podcast app and search for the 1-5 podcast and subscribe. Feel free to review and rate and let me know what you think of this podcast. Keep in mind the information shared on this podcast may take additional clearances from your tech department to work properly in your district, school, or classroom. I have vetted all the information shared on this podcast and is available and or correct on the date the podcast is originally published. But remember that services, sites, or products can change or become unavailable without a lot of notice. Thanks for listening, and join me next week for another episode of the 1-5.